Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy King Cobra. I'm back at you with another video. And I took my trusty cigar cutter that I got from the Cigar Rialto before Neil passed away. Good quality cigar cutter. And I trimmed just a very small amount off the cap, just like that. This here is a Trader Jack cigar. I got it at the Ash Cigar Store. I also picked up just a little bit of pipe tobacco. So I got some creamy vanilla pipe tobacco in a plastic bag in my pipe tobacco carrying sash right here. Yeah. Just got my rent and my internet paid off for the month, so yeah. That's a good cigar. YouTube, I cannot begin to tell you, YouTube, how disgusted I am at the recent mass shooting in Las Vegas. That is some bullshit. 50 some odd people were killed and like 500 to 600 some odd people were injured. That ain't cool, man. That's not cool at all. You know, like it truly disgusts me to no end. I wish those who are injured a speedy recovery, and condolences to the families who lost members of their family. It's just such a tragic event. Hashtag fuck mass shootings. Hashtag fuck gun violence. In recent wake of this shooting, I still say that guns don't kill people, people kill people. Because one, guns are a human-made invention, and two, well, I own a gun, and guess what? My gun sits in there against the wall if I have to use it, empty and unsafe, of course. And yeah, you don't see my gun jumping up and shooting me, do you? Of course not. Because it takes a human interaction to operate a firearm. Now, some crotchety old man in his 60s, who gives a fuck what his name is? His name is Douchebag for all I care. Decides that he's pissed off at the world and he's gonna attack a bunch of innocent people who are doing nothing more than attending a country music concert in Las Vegas. I'm glad he fucking killed himself, because pieces of shit like that don't deserve to live. If you can openly shoot and kill 50 some odd people and then injure like several others on top of that, you don't deserve to be alive in my book. I hate mass shootings for two reasons. One, the most important reason, innocent lives are taken. And for what? Because you're pissed off at the world? Fuck you. The second reason I hate mass shootings is because it makes guns look bad. Guns get thrown underneath the bus every time a mass shooting happens. And nobody complains when an AR-15 is being used by the U.S. military or by the police or FBI. But the minute an AR-15 is used to pull a mass shooting in a nightclub or an elementary school, all of a sudden people are like, that's an evil gun, blah, 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 blah. So really, you God damn it. The minute you start blaming guns for society's problems, and really, blaming guns is just an scapegoat. Really, it is just a scapegoat. It really is. You know, that's no different than being like, oh, well, I'd like to blame the mass media, and I'd like to blame video games, and I'd like to blame the music, and fuck all that. Okay, if you're going to be blaming guns, the mass media, music, you know what I'm saying, then you're really not focusing on the serious problem at hand. I don't know, I think we need stricter gun control, just a little bit stricter. We're not saying like super ridiculously strict, but strict enough to where it makes it just a little bit harder to get a gun, you know? I mean, if you have nothing on your background, then you have nothing to worry about. You know what I'm saying? My background's clean. Oh yeah, I don't have any records or of anything, you know? I'm not wanted by the FBI. I don't have a police record here in town. Or anywhere for that matter. I have no police records, no violations, you know. So I think we need to make it just a little bit harder for people to get guns. You know, we need stricter background checks, man. And like, maybe a minimum of 10 days waiting. A minimum of 4 to 10 days to wait. I know a lot of pro-gun enthusiasts would look at me like, you're fucking insane. Excuse me, I got a loogie to spit out. Sorry about that. But yeah, this Trader Jack cigar smells pretty good. But yeah, I'm sick of it, YouTube. I'm fucking sick and tired of mass shootings. Oh, dude. The guns are used for sport and hunting and self-defense and all around good, clean American fun, you know, shotgun tree trimming and what have you. Like, seriously, fuck mass shootings. This shit irritates the piss out of me. As a gun enthusiast, as a responsible gun owner, okay, as a responsible gun owner and a gun enthusiast, mass shootings piss me off. Believe me, if I had Rick's portal gun from Rick and Morty, I'd be like, And like right before that fucking asshole pulls that shooting in Las Vegas, I would have snuck up behind him and blown his goddamn brains out with my shotgun, and I would have stopped it if I could have. But guess what? Rick Sanchez's portal gun doesn't exist. It's only a cartoon. And this may be one of 2 videos I post today. That's right. I might post more than 1 video on YouTube. Booyah. Look at that. Look at that. There it is, YouTube. That creamy vanilla. It's a mixture of cigarette tobacco and creamy vanilla. They don't blend tobacco at the Ash Cigar store. So when she handed me a fresh bag of tobacco after I paid for it, I threw it in on top of the cigarette tobacco that was in here already. And, oh, I cannot begin to tell you how awesome this bag of tobacco smells. A little something, something for my tobacco pipe, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Not too shabby on the light either. A nice perfect cut. So now when you're cutting your cigars, YouTube, you want to leave at least half of the cap on. See how it kind of comes up and then around right there? When it comes up and around right here, you can see that half the cap is still on. And the reason why you want to leave half of the cap on your cigar, you leave half the cap on your cigar, so that way when you're smoking your cigar and you're enjoying your fine cigar, that you don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want your cigar to fall apart on you when you're smoking it, so, yeah. You know, this is the truth of it. Wyoming has some of the loosest gun laws in the country. The state of Wyoming in which I live. Yes, I live in good old Wyoming, and, well, Wyoming has some of the loosest gun laws in the country, and as a result, major shocker, you don't see mass shootings happening in Wyoming. You really don't. You know, because most people here in Wyoming who are allowed to carry on them, and open carry and shit like that, you know, they're not going to do anything stupid to lose their gun, you know. The same is for me. I can't openly carry my shotgun on me, but I'm not going to do anything stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck mass shootings, fuck suicide. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I would like to observe a moment of silence for the victims of the Las Vegas shooting. Thank you for absorbing that moment of silence with me. I'm so tired of it, YouTube. I'm so fucking tired of it. I'm so tired of mass shootings in this country. Now, this is something you have to realize, YouTube. When your country has problems, you know, when your country has problems, to the rest of the world who sees those problems, you know, the rest of the world is going to judge your country based off of those problems. So what do you think is going to happen, YouTube? What do you think is going to happen every time we have a mass shooting in our country? Every fucking time we have a mass shooting in our country, it's the age-old stereotype. Oh, Americans and their guns. Oh, Americans and their guns. Oh, Americans and their guns. Americans and their guns. And it is bullshit. You know, this is something you have to realize. Okay, this is something you have to realize. If guns were truly a problem, you'd know about it. Considering how many Americans legally own firearms right now. And the reason why I say people kill people is because, like I said, guns are a human-made invention. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. But yeah, like I said, got my rent and my internet paid. I got a little bit of money to do some laundry tomorrow. That way I have clean clothes for work and shit. But yeah, also, like I said, fuck mass shootings. And fuck Elliot Rodgers. This motherfucker. This motherfucker is complaining because he can't get laid. Like, dude, you're some rich-ass, whiny rich kid complaining because he can't get laid. Like, bro, if you cannot get laid and you're driving around, if you're driving around in nice, fancy-ass sports cars and you can't get laid, that there's something wrong with you, dude. I guarantee you, if most guys, when they have a nice car, can get some tail, you know? But there's so many things Elliot Rodgers could have done. He could have bought a sex doll with that kind of money he spent on those handguns and ammunition. He could have bought himself a hooker and been done with it, you know? You see that crazy-ass blonde chick on YouTube? There's this crazy-ass attractive blonde on YouTube, and she's making t-shirts with Elliot Rodgers' face on it, and she's wearing them on camera. Like, I can guarantee you two, I can guarantee you that if Elliot Rodgers had not pulled that mass shooting, that was the blonde girlfriend he was going to have. That crazy-ass blonde chick on YouTube that's wearing his face on a t-shirt. Okay? I can almost guarantee it. That if Elliot Rodgers hadn't pulled that mass shooting, that crazy-ass blonde chick would have been the chick he was destined to be with. But no, he you know what I'm saying? And most mass shooters end up turning the gun on themselves anyways, you know. 3 things can happen when you pull a mass shooting. 1, you get caught by the cops. 2, you get shot by the cops. Or 3, you turn the gun on yourself. And none of those options sound appealing to me, honestly. Anyways, this is King Cobra JFS with another video. Smoking a Trader Jack cigar. And while I'm smoking my Trader Jack cigar, I say it again, and I'll say it loudly, and I'll say it proudly. Fuck mass shootings. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you cool cobras on the flip side.